Welcome as we finally get to game number 3 of this best of 3 series between Team Ice and MVP.HOT6. It took us quite some time, slightly about 30 minutes I believe, in getting to this game, but here we are. And well, thankfully, I guess for this series it's gonna be the last game, so no more issues with this one. But Team Ice against MVP.HOT6, winner will advance to the next round, whereas the loser will have to stay in Division 2, no more chances this season. But of course, we are HeflaTV, I'm Couchor, I'm gonna be once again joined by Mikelorus. And, well, what do you think of Chen once again being banned?
Well, I mean, you did it the first two times. You might as well just keep on doing it. It worked last game. I mean, even though MVP had a decent early game, I can't help but think how much different it would be should they find themselves with a jungler. But, oh man, Chen being banned out, Bristleback, Viper, MVP definitely scared about those tanky heroes. Though Axe always in the pool, or in the pool still, and always should be in consideration. Man, it just felt like the other two games were so long ago, and they were, but with the Batrider being banned out, MVP, they probably don't want to grab Avengeful Spirit, at least not as much. Lion, Juggernaut, Axe, Shadow Fiend, Sniper. We haven't seen any Shadow Fiend yet today. Maybe it's time for that.
Yeah, the Troll, of course, is still also available if they would like to go for that one once again, but Juggernaut, well, it was a hero that was also in the pool last time and they went for the Troll instead. Team Ice picked the Juggernaut, and I believe so far in 2 games, Juggernaut has won both of them, right?
Yes. Yes.
OP! Juggernaut OP!
Nerf
Confirmed.
Juggernaut now.
Oh.
Well, I mean, Juggernaut is that strong hero. It shouldn't be surprising that Juggernaut's winning these games. That's why you pick him, and that's why you first ban him, unless you're in this game, in which case you let him through. So MVP going to be happy about that. Was it Venge Juggernaut and then Lion Troll? Or no, it was Lion Juggernaut, Venge Troll. So we might see almost the exact same opening as game 2. Almost, though. Snipers picked up.
So MVP just showing off their cores early on, and this double core definitely has enough power for sure, as we saw from game number 2. Of course, it was Team Ice running that combination, but Team Ice now, depending on what they want to draft, they may also run into an issue that they don't have the easiest way to get to Sniper. I mean, last game, for example, we had a Phantom Assassin who, yes, got close to Sniper once, for example, in the Roshan fight, but was just unable to finish up the kill because he was so low on the Sniper and just didn't have enough farm at that point either. So we'll see Team Ice. Well, I would have liked to say Clockwork, but MVP, of course, now banning out that. Plus, what other hero would Sniper have to be afraid of? Quite possibly even a Slark, but Slark is just not a hero we see all that much.
Storm would also be a consideration for MVP to ban out. Really, it's whenever you pick a sniper, your future bans and future picks become all about protecting that sniper. And that's why we see Sniper banned out quite often. Like, he's strong, but he also, like, dictates your draft in a very specific way and dictates the enemy's draft in a very specific way as well. So it is going to be that Clockwork Storm. Heroes that are probably two of the best, with the third being Batrider, or in no particular order, at getting on top of the sniper. We saw the Phantom Assassin do an okay job at getting on top of the sniper in the last game. Just she couldn't kill him off with all the heals. Maybe Ice want to try that, but outside of like a Blinking Lion, there aren't really going to be many amazing tools to get to the sniper. At least not many come to mind after these first 3 are out.
Yeah, it's just MVP definitely on the money with those bans for now. But Team Ice themselves first removing an Earthshaker. Maybe we're gonna get a Meepo. Probably not gonna happen, but I can always hope for one. There was like some certain period of time when I saw even quite a bit of Meepo being played, but unfortunately that was quite some time ago by now, so I would like to see some once again. Or like Chaos Knight, maybe Phantom Lancer for Team Ice, I don't know.
Well, PL is actually pretty good versus Sniper. You have to go for a Maelstrom then, and you don't really want to be clearing out illusions as Sniper. It's very low on the list of things that you want to be doing. Well, I mean, Ice have options. As much as I would love to see any of those heroes, I know realistically it's just not going to happen. Like, I don't want to be a downer, but come on, when was the last time we've seen any of that weird stuff? Silencer is probably the weirdest hero that we've seen recently, and it's not even that weird.
Come on, Team Ice. Now you pick Io, and fourth pick Chaos Knight. It's not hard. I swear,
It's good versus
if you
Sniper.
try to click on the hero, the game will not reject it.
Or maybe it will.
Oh, that would be sick.
CK? No, we picked you an Axe, and I hope you're okay with that. And most teams would be like, oh, that's probably a better pick.
All depend if it would be like a fifth pick and you really need like a Chaos Knight or Tiny or something, and then it picks Axe as the IO partner, maybe not as much, but even then, it's definitely not the worst pick it could go for. But
Right.
he
IO
might.
is actually, I mean, an IO combination right here would be pretty sweet. That's another hero that can get right in the face of Sniper with someone else. So IO Tiny or something like that right on top of the Sniper. Good times for that. But even IO Troll Warlord isn't really the worst thing in the world. But for Ice, if they haven't picked it up in the previous two games, it's not been picked, it's not been banned. The odds of them picking it up in this game 3, extraordinarily low. So yeah, we're most likely not going to be seeing that today. Shadow Fiend is also here that we haven't seen at all today. Troll Warlord, though, already picked up. Viper was the complement of the Troll Warlord in the last game, but in the first game rather. But Ice are going to go for the Phoenix instead. That's, I mean, an okay pick so far, but it's definitely punishable by MVP since there you go. You grab probably the best Phoenix Punisher in the game.
It's just Silence. Oh, of course, Silencer himself is also pretty nice. You put the last word on the Phoenix, he tries to escape with Icarus Dive, silences himself while activating Icarus Dive, and just ends up at the original position. Of course, with Scar of Mage, I suppose it's a little bit more guaranteed that he's gonna get the silence that way. But Scar of Mage, all in all, is a nice hero. The one thing that MVP though lack at the moment is something to actually keep people in place in those Mystic Flares.
Yeah, they're going to need some stunning for a couple of future picks. Axe maybe for their off lane, get a Call Mystic Flare
Nice,
combination
gonna be third
would
game
be
Beastmaster for them.
that's probably a little more likely, but get that or Vengeful Spirit. Like you need silences and stuns up against the Queen of Pain now and the Phoenix, so their extra support should definitely be one of those disabling supports. If they grab a CC light support, I definitely cannot get behind that.
Yeah, it would be a little bit weird, but maybe even the Rubik wouldn't be too horrible at the moment. Of course, I mean, Rubik is never a bad support, to be honest, I think. At the moment, you have all the spells from Lion, so still all of them may be great. Mana Burn, maybe the least so. Like stealing Queen of Pain, Sonic Wave, even the Blink will be pretty nice for the Rubik, so it's one possibility for them. Also, just being able to get the telekinesis mid Icarus Dive as well if need be would be a nice addition to them.
Yeah, we'll see if they want to grab that one. There's some okay stuff to steal. All of Phoenix's skills are pretty nice to have. Queen of Pain, if you grab Blink or Scream of Pain, you're going to be happy. And Lion, he has all All-Star skills. Mana Burn, maybe not as much, or Mana Drain, rather, not as much. But it's still not really the worst thing to draw for yourself. We're looking at the Rubik, probably the Venge as well. Maybe they want to grab something like Sand King. I don't know. Anyone with stun really is going to be good for them. Outside of that, looking towards offlane cores most likely for MVP. Beastmaster, as you said, was getting a little bit of love, but no, we're going to see an Axe this time.
I think it's probably better as well. I mean, yes, the Primal Roar is exceptional, but it just cannot be compared to the Axe Berserker's Call, which is on a 10-second cooldown. That's like the most ridiculous part about it. And when you have the combination with Mystic Flare, then you should also get an easy just dunk, easy culling plate to follow. So I think Axe, all in all, is probably better. Plus, Axe has kind of an easier time in transitioning away from the offlane into the jungle if the offlane is really bad for you.
Yeah, very easy, very fast farming in the jungle, in fact. One of the faster ones, of course, unless you get completely screwed over by RNG, but you get a couple of the not gnolls, what are they called?
The mini satyr camp, you mean?
Yeah, the satyrs. Then you just are happy. The satyrs are the kobolds, then you just blend them all up. Lots of gold for the Axe. No one likes mud golems, of course, but even Axe can clear them out pretty well. So, yeah, Axe is a reasonable pick, to say the least. And, well, looking at Team Ice right now, they don't really have great anti-Axe tech, although they have a lot of tools to just fire and forget. You put the Shadow Strike on him, you don't really have to worry about him that much. You put the Fire Spirits on him, or Spirit Breaker, okay. Someone in the chat mentioned Spirit Breaker being good against Sniper, and it is true. Another hero to get right through to that Sniper, and it's going to be a support Spirit Breaker with a support Lion. Inherently aggressive, and Ice are going to be playing that aggro role.
Yeah, it's definitely good. Spirit Breaker charge in first, have the Queen of Pain blink forward. That way, like, at least some attention will go towards the Spirit Breaker rather than the Queen of Pain, so the blink is a little bit safer because of that already. So, definitely a nice combination for Team Ice to work with. Late game wise, Spirit Breaker, or not even late game, even in the mid game, if you like get Battle Trance, Spirit Breaker can get those patches a little bit more reliably so. Definitely not a bad pickup, a frontline tank for them as well while at it. As for MVP though, they need an additional support unless they want to go rather greedy and run the Axe as the 4th position here. But 40 seconds and counting down in the reserve time, so there's still plenty of time for them to make their decision. And Angel Spirit is still in the pool if they would like to go for that one.
Yeah, Magic Missile, not exactly the best tool versus Spirit Breaker. Scarith Mage has no tools at defending versus Spirit Breaker, and it's going to be a support Zeus. I've been seeing a lot of the Zeus countering the Spirit Breaker because now that you could target the Lightning Bolt on the ground, you could target on the ground and then Spirit Breaker kind of runs into your targeting and then you bolt the Spirit Breaker and his charge is interrupted. So that's a nice little combination there. Having more burst damage together with the Scarith Mage can be relevant, but this again is a support hero that has no CC. So Queen of Pain, Phoenix, even Spirit Breaker charging away can be, decent ways of escaping for Ice. So MVP, not really sure how much I like their draft this time compared to the last ones. Gotta say I like Ice's lineup a little bit more.
It is probably a little bit better, but HOT6, if they can just get a reasonable laning phase and just not fall too far behind, not just get ganked too often by the Spirit Breaker, it might just be fine for them. Of course, Spirit Breaker support maybe doesn't have as many openings to come in like unnoticed. If you're the offlaner, the enemy may think that, well, he's just boxed out of XP, he's just going back towards his own creep wave or something, and suddenly he charges out from somewhere. Whereas if he's a support, maybe you expect a little bit more for the charges to just constantly come, but we'll see. As to introduce the lineups for this game, the deciding third game here. Forever we'll be playing the Juggernaut, leaving MP on the Sniper with Heen on the Scarif Mage, mid lane, or not mid lane, never mind. Jerax will be handling that axe, and so far at least, the off lane will be soon be on the Zeus, so they are running a jungle axe. Or no, is it a laning axe? What?
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a jungle axe unless we have like a support Juggernaut. Forever is probably not gonna do that. Yeah, Jerax is geared up for the jungle. Get the 2 blocking items, the Stout Shield and the Ring, and then you just build up to those Tranquils and you're gonna be fine. Especially since Ice, their Phoenix on the offlane, played by JJT, can do very little to mess with that axe. Justin's going to be playing the mid lane, Queen of Pain. B-Boy on the Spirit Breaker, boots first on him. Angsley is on the Troll up towards top, and Clay is on the Lion. But even though the Phoenix himself can't really punish this axe, Ice have heroes that you really want to have when you're punching the axe, i.e. Lion, Spirit Breaker, even Troll, Warlord, Queen of Pain, can very easily get into the jungle, or whoever's going to the mid lane. Whether it be Troll, Warlord, or Queen of Pain, can easily go into the jungle and punish.
Man, our statsman Petty is getting all kinds of stats. Looks like MVP in general have a strong hate towards the Storm Spirit, banning it out by about 45% over the average ban rate.
Maybe they just like to pick up the Sniper a lot more, and then that's like, there has to be some sort of correlation there. Like, they love the Sniper, therefore they hate the Storm Spirit, or yeah, I would say that's probably justifiable. Storm Spirit also just in and of itself is freaking annoying here to deal with, man.
Yeah, it's just you have to have so much lockdown to deal with that, and even then it's not a guaranteed kill. But top lane we have a charge, so out of position charge, gonna come in with the stun first. There's gonna be an Earth Spike, Hexproof would have been better, but with some body blocking, it is gonna be first blood claimed by, oh no, B-Boy!
The greed, guys, if you have a chance for first blood, take first blood. Don't try to be cute. Don't try to give it to your carry, or else that'll happen. You give away first blood, and Sunbi gets to live.
I think the troll thought that the others are going to finish up the kill as well, and already started backing off instead of going for an extra attack. I'm not too sure, but I think that's what happened. Man, I'm face palming here so hard.
Yes, that is definitely a facepalm worthy moment. Like, that was first blood for Ice. There was literally nothing the Zeus could do to get out of there. There was no support incoming. He was dead to rights. And then Ice show mercy. If they end up losing first blood in some other lane, then, I mean, they kind of deserve it for some karma.
And the Colosseum is unhappy. They're raging. Riot is happening right now.
Yeah.
They do not want mercy, they want blood.
But you know what? Ice, they're the ones holding the sword. They could decide to show mercy when they want. Make some more gladiator references. Ice aren't entertained, there you go. But we're still going. It's 2 minutes, we're gonna see the first rune spawn. B-Boy gonna get maybe something good. Invis. Not really the best for Spirit Breaker unless you start charging while you're fading. That's actually pretty sweet. It's like Spirit Breaker, tech on Spirit Breaker. Shadowblade tech on Spirit Breaker rather. But right now he's just camping MP. Their ability to kill off this sniper, not really that high unless they get level 2 on the Spirit Breaker and he gets a greater bash.
Well, there is a level 2 Shadow Strike, so it's a little bit of extra slow there, a little bit of extra damage as well. It might work out, but then again, Queen of Pain is getting harassed so heavily, and MP doesn't really have to leave his own high ground. So it's definitely going to be hard. It's possible, but Sniper needs to go out of position, even if by a little bit.
Yeah, he needs to at least touch the water area before they make that jump. Otherwise, he's just a little bit too close. There we go. He's just a little bit too close to the tower in order to actually make that dive. He on the bottom lane is going to burn. JJT is going to get a solo kill versus the Skywrath Mage. Man, we were just talking about how good the Skywrath Mage is versus the Phoenix. It's only good if you're actually able to get that damage off, and he ran out of mana. Justin's now going to go towards MP. Charge coming in from the left side, but Justin's taking a lot of damage from the shrapnel. MP is going to go strong onto his Queen of Pain. Needs a couple more hits, but he can't quite get them. It's going to be B-Boy in the most trouble. Jerax does not have a call, but doesn't even need a call. They'll chop down the Spirit Breaker, and Blink in from Justin's going to secure the kill on the Sniper, but at the cost of his own life. There's no way he's going to get out of here. This time, Battle Hunger is going to secure the kill, and Jerax draws a double very early on. This jungling Axe getting 2 more kills than you would expect, and it's going to be 2-2 overall, but First Blood was in fact drawn by Ice in the end.
I really didn't expect the First Blood to happen in that lane, in all fairness, or at least not that way around. Maybe it was Phoenix going down instead, but nicely played by him. You can definitely not underestimate the power of just Icarus Dive and Fire Spirits both. For Rev though, he is back to full HP, easily so with the Healing Ward being down. Mid lane though, Justin goes in aggressively again. MP drops low, but Justin can he finish up the kill? Jerax comes in, gets the deny plus a kill of his own. Man, this Axe, who needs to jungle when you can just come get kills? Top lane though, Sunbi gets charged up, Earthspike to follow. Do they have the Hex? They would have had it, but just chose not to use it.
No mercy this time. They're not going to make that same mistake again. But over towards mid, love how Jerax is now sitting on 4 kills, like 3 on the enemies, 1 on his allies. Downside of Shadow Strike, perhaps, but that Sniper put up a hell of a fight before he went down. Oh, Phoenix, silence mid-dive. Exactly what we were talking about in the draft. Can they bring him down? They'll just fall short. Juggernaut was mid-swing when the Phoenix actually got out of there with the TP. That could have been a much different scenario if Juggernaut was perhaps a little bit more lucky. 20% chance to get that kill, maybe, but or a little bit more than 20% chance. I don't know the percentage. I'm not gonna do the math, but Phoenix gets out of there alive, even though Skywrath Mage screwed him over really hard by that silence.
Yeah, it was so funny to see as well. Icarus Dive just coming all the way back around, but really fast TP straight after that. He knew that's his like really only way to escape. But B-Boy now trying to get an angle where he can just quite possibly catch Sniper off guard. Queen of Pain is level 5 now, 2 points into Shadow Strike, 2 into Scream of Pain as well. Has plenty of mana to use all of her abilities. But we do have also Heen close by, so just a silence into like a shrapnel under the tower could mean the end of Queen of Pain herself.
Well, at the same time, Spirit Breaker is right behind the Sniper, so if MP gets a little bit too uppity, if he gets a little bit too far in position, there could be a cow on him right in time. However, Heen this time is around. Jerax is the one to be running away. They're actually going to go towards top. Sunbi is going to have to face down the Spirit Breaker one more time. Did not expect a charge from the south, and therefore he could not get the bolt out in time. He will put what damage he can onto the Spirit Breaker, but there's no way he gets out of this one. Once again, no mercy shown as, well, they're going to have to eat a couple of tower shots. Clay's going to take a lot of damage. TP coming in from the Sniper. Does he have Assassinate? He does not. He's short a level, but Enxui's going to run into Heen nonetheless, and he will be brought down. A pretty nice trade, all things considered, for MVP.
Yeah, it's in the end, it's definitely not worth it for Ice. I mean, yes, you kill the Zeus, but it's not like the Zeus is expecting to get too much out of that lane anyway. And if you can trade your own death for the troll, you'll take it any day, I think, or at least you should. But now B-Boy, he's once again ready to do something. It's not like he has even too much health to work with himself, but he has an aggressive ward down. So do we get the kill on Zumbi now, who just appears in the mid lane?
There is a lot of backup here for Sunbi. MP is going to walk back towards mid as well, which is kind of weird since if he's going to go towards mid, or if his plan was to go in the mid lane, why is Sunbi here? Where's the Sniper going to go if not mid? Definitely not bottom. That lane is fully occupied by 4Ev, so I guess no one expects the Sniper's Zeus dual lane. These short people are out for blood, but B-Boy is a lot taller than them, and therefore he's going to be looking for just as many kills. He's going to run to Sunbi. How lucky is his 17%? Looks like not that lucky, but Sunbi's also going to draw aggro from the dragons. May or may not be relevant. Taking a little bit of damage from that one. Thunder God, or the static field rather, not really helping him a huge amount there. But down towards bottom, they're looking for a Phoenix once again. No, they're not. Man, so much like jockeying for position here, but there's actually not that much aggression after all this positioning. But now that Jerax has a blink, a very early one at that, this aggression is going to step up for MVP.
Yeah, that was massive, and I have to say, Zumbi, him just triggering the Ancients there meant that the Ancients got stacked. Maybe intentional, probably a little bit lucky, but just easy stacks.
Well, the Spirit Breaker is still there. He will scout out that stack. And Ice, I mean, they have heroes that can clear that out. But they're just, man, just waiting for the Spirit Breaker to make this charge in. It's going to be towards MP, but historically hasn't really worked out great for them. Off to the right side, looks like Phoenix was in a little bit of trouble. Will once again TP out, but no, Queen of Pain's gonna make the jump onto MP. Charge coming in from the left as well. Sonic Wave there, plus the charge, and MP's gonna be dead before Jarex can arrive. He does arrive, however, and he will get the dunk on the Queen of Pain. Secondary dunk on the P-Boy will also be there. It seems like every time the sniper dies, Axe is the one to claim a victory. However, up towards top lane, Sunbi also in a little bit of trouble. Whirling Axes both hitting him pretty darn hard with the dual stuns from the Lion. Gonna be a lot of kills for Ice.
Man, that's Axe is just making so much happen without the Axe being where he has been the entire game. I mean, it would be probably MVP like 1 kill, Ice 7, or maybe Ice even more, who knows, but Axe just making everything happen. Up to another 800 gold. If he wants to go for the Vanguard and tank up, he can easily get it soon enough. Maybe he wants to build a pipe, who knows, but I think Vanguard into Crimson Guard wouldn't be too bad even, although for him, he's gonna get charged, has the Blade Fury, wanted to get the tower down. Does accomplish the fact that it doesn't get denied, so that's pretty nice. And also doesn't die, of course, which is a bonus on top of it.
Having this Axe survive, or not die, get all these kills is both good and bad for MVP. They're going to try to jump in once again for Justin. Mystic Flare now up. That Queen of Pain did not stand a chance. My god, that was brutal. But yeah, a farmed Axe can only get you so far in a game, and every single time Axe has been getting these kills, it's been at the trade of a Sniper, and Sniper is the hero that they really need to be getting the farm more so than the Axe, so Jarex is going to have to perform, like, overperform in this game, and I don't really think Vanguard is the item that you go for. When you're getting this much, you have to go for an Aghanim Scepter. You have to try to play a little bit more aggressively.
I mean, I just Crimson Guard against Battle Trance is pretty damn nice to keep everybody else alive, but Aghanim's definitely does allow you to go for that extra bit of aggression, get the kills, get the gold that way. As MP, he gets charged in. Icarus time as well. Will we use that supernova? No, he gets silenced. No egg for you, and B-Boy, well, probably not going to be able to outrun and assassinate. Jarex, never mind, comes in, blinks, snatches the kill for himself. 6, 0, and 1 for the Axe. 10 minutes in. That's usually like the point you start getting your blink dagger at, usually.
And he is going to go for that Vanguard, so he's going to play a little bit more of a defensive build. Not too sure how much I like this. Again, he has a ton of gold. He has, last time I checked, the most CS on the map. He's falling a little bit behind the Troll and the Juggernaut. Can't be too surprised about that because he's claiming so many heads, but man, he is claiming those heads at quite a rapid rate. 6 out of the 9 kills for MVP are in the hands of Jarex, and he's looking for more up on top. He has an Invis rune, and he has enough mana for a Mystic Flare combo. If only the Lion was a little bit more bold, they could have easily gotten that kill, but while the Axe and the Scarith Mage are doing that, the Zeus rather, is getting a lot of recovery time. They're going to run into the Troll right now, but Jarex just uses Blink to get in there, so he can't use it again. I think he was also spotted. He's definitely spotted by an observer.
So Jarex, if he dies now, definitely going to give away a hell of a lot of gold, but one thing I wanted to mention is Scarif Mage, he's on the same level as the Troll Warlord. Troll, of course, is farming up the jungle now, so he's slightly pulling out ahead, but it's a support Scarif Mage, 1, 1, and 5 also, so the kill participation has really been up there for MVP's support. And, okay. Jarex got pretty much double the average last hit in the first 10 minutes. Not too shabby. Of course, jungle creeps are like so-so as well to watch at, but even then.
Yeah, he's got the smaller creeps that don't give as much bounty, but gold is gold and doesn't really matter where you get it from. So yeah, they're going to try to go for a push right now, Ice, on the mid lane. There is a sniper here who does have that shrapnel. This push is not that easy, and the top lane push is also commencing. Bottom lane tower has already been brought down, in fact, so I don't really know if Ice are going to get that much success out of this push, but yeah, back to the Scarith Mage. He's level 8, and look at the Juggernaut's level. He's only level 9 right now. Heena's been playing a very babysit-y type role on the Scarith Mage, a necessity up against the Phoenix, but for the most part, the bottom lane was a complete dual lane, so the Scarith Mage is going to be rewarded because of it. They're going to see B-Boy with Thunder God's Wrath. In fact, they're going to see everyone, but Thunder God's Wrath for vision, out of necessity, not the best, but actually, no, Justin's going to stick around. Oh, he's narrowly going to escape death. That could have been bad.
Yeah, if the silence comes out, they may get the kill. Just concussive shot to slow him down. Have Zeus come in as well. Ancient Seal is level 3, so about a 5-second duration on the silence there. Ice though, do they really want to go for Roshan? I mean, they are grouped up down the bottom side of it, but the Roshan, even with having the Throw Warlord, maybe isn't the greatest because there are no minus armor sources. It's definitely not the slowest either, but it would just be, I think, a little bit too risky of a thing to do.
Yeah, I think you need Helm of the Dominator on Troll if you're going to be doing that right now. I think then you could probably solo Roshan. He has maxed out Fervor, so he has like the skill build for it. But do you really want to be soloing Roshan or trying to solo Roshan? Shrapnel or Thunder God's Wrath again can completely screw you over. So Troll probably going to wait a little bit until doing that. They're going to instead go for a push MVP and apply some pressure towards Ice. Jerax going up towards a high ground. Clay is going to wait there with the spike, only landing onto 1, but the charge lands onto 2. Sonic Wave through 2 as well. And instantly the Scarth Mage is down. Jerax dropping very low as well. We'll get 1 kill and then try to run away, but the egg should burst in time. Angsui is going to kill off the sniper in the meantime. 4F doing what he can. Still has that Omni Slash, but doesn't really have a great target for it. Will try to go to JGT, but ends up jumping towards Jestin and ends up getting neither. Bolt will kill off the Phoenix in the end, making a 2-for-3 trade, as Axe is going to look for a reinitiate. Won't quite find anything, but Ice, they still don't win that fight, even though they had pretty much complete vision and had a pretty good opening in that fight. It just wasn't enough.
I thought the Axe is going to go down there, but instead dunks one, uses the extra movement speed to run past the egg, get one attack into the TPing Spirit Breaker and dunk him as well. It's just Spirit Breaker was like, why? What did I do to deserve this? Now even tries to charge in but has to cancel it because it would have been a little bit too deep. Oh wow, MVP. It is still though the Axe having most of the farm. Juggernaut definitely has some great farm as well, but it's not just out of this world by any means at the moment. And like you pointed out earlier, Sniper is the hero that would really like to have the farm, and although he still has more than, let's say, a Phoenix, quite a bit more, he would definitely have to just love to have even more than this.
He's even going for this like awkward mid-game build when you're getting drums and the sniper. It's kind of a desperation build. Like, you don't want to be doing this as a sniper. If you're going to be going for something that gives you movement speed, you want a Yasha, you want to be playing things a little bit more damage heavy. That's a side effect of him getting ganked a whole bunch of times and Jerax taking all the kills in the mid lane. So MP is not really going to be a huge factor in these fights. Maybe that's going to work for the MVP side because Ice have it in their minds that, hey, we have to kill the sniper at any costs, and they will run into positions where the sniper is, you know, happy to die for his team if it means getting a good trade for the team. But if Ice just avoid that, they realize that MP is no significant threat, and they focus someone like a Zeus or a Juggernaut, then this sniper is going to be irrelevant.
Oh, Blink Berserker's Hold Chastin, assassinate Mystic player as well. Still alive, but cannot get the Blink out. They got the Ancient Seal, I think, just as the last millisecond to prevent the Blink. Now, B-Boy, he's stuck on the high ground. Nobody has vision of him, though.
Oh, he gets another strike. He's going to go straight for MP. However, Jerax is here yet again. He's going to go straight towards B-Boy. No Mystic Flare there, but they get silence onto the Lion as they bring down the Spirit Breaker with the Sniper. Now, assassinate on the Lion. That won't quite be lethal, but they have another Blink Dagger coming down for Axe. That's not going to be needed. They also see someone up on the high ground. That's a Phoenix who dove away from the Juggernaut. Did he use an Omni Slash for that one? No, he didn't. He just doesn't have enough mana, but that's a 3 kill for MVP, and unfortunately they can't go for Roshan, but they can apply more pressure to these tier 2s.
MVP really looks like they have this game kind of under control for now. But this Roshan, if they get caught while doing it, like Blinking Sonic Wave, which is still level 1, although Queen of Pain is level 11. Okay, never mind. Skills it up now. Have to count my just skill points first, but Jerax, he's gonna catch somebody.
Phoenix is going to get the Supernova up on the high ground, which will force everyone away, but the call's there onto Jess, and this Queen of Pain is not long for this world. She will be dunked down, and B-Boy, he's going to charge forward towards MP. That's the red herring that I was talking about before. Now B-Boy is stuck all alone, will be punished and brought down. Jerax, though, spiked up with 4F, is going to lose his life as Angsui comes in, cleans up for 2. Now it's going to clean up for a 3rd as the sniper is most definitely going to die to this Troll World. Just needs 2 more hits. It's a double for Angsui, and everyone for MVP are forced to back off. That Phoenix Supernova was absolutely backbreaking for MVP. It messed up their positioning so hard, and Sunbi surviving off to the outskirts of that fight can't really do much to help out with this Roshan crash, as the Scarth Mage is just long gone.
Juggernaut, it's just him lacking mana, not carrying a magic wand or magic stick even. Didn't have the Omni Slash. With the Omni Slash, things could have been so different. Just assassinate a couple of heroes that much faster, for example. but didn't have it. Like you said, Supernova messing up the positioning as well. Yes, the kill of the Queen of Pain early on, but it also took the Assassinate, which didn't even hit because the hero died beforehand, but it was casted anyway. So it was just extra time the sniper could have used to try to kill somebody else or assassinate for the damage on somebody else. And of course Ice also get the Aegis, so that's like one of the better ways to recover at the moment.
Yeah, they get the Aegis, but probably even more importantly, they get that huge amount of golden experience you get from killing off Roshan. Troll Warlord is 2,000 gold ahead of the next top net worth hero in that axe. So with Sanjin Yasha with the lifesteal going for himself as well, this Troll Warlord is going to demand answers for MVP. And what answers do they have? Omni Slash, Call, that's it. They don't really have any stuns outside of that. They just have to hope that the Troll puts himself at a bad position, hope that the Ice side aren't there to help their Troll. But if they keep on their Troll Warlord, if they keep this Troll alive, Ice, then this Troll Warlord is just going to be road to victory. So MVP, they have a pretty hard task ahead of them. Jerax's farm, as nice as it is, got himself a Vanguard, got himself a Blade Mail, and that's nice, but that's not really going to help you when Angsli is just bearing down on your entire team.
So Ice definitely not looking as bad as I thought it may be by this point in time with the way MVP started, especially this axe. He did kill off the Grey Star but hasn't been able to follow up properly. Assassinate though. Zeus. Oh, the Blink Berserker Skull lands on 2 though. They're going to get Clement down immediately. JJT gets the Supernova, but is it going to last for too long? Well, it is because the Omni Slash came out instead of the attacks, but they killed the Supernova anyway. 5 heroes down. Well, Angsli is going to die twice after the Aegis. That was probably as clean as a fight can be.
It is so freaking hard to get initiations like that as Axe, where Ice, they're really spread out. They're prepared for a fight because they're going for a tower push. Obviously, they're going to be positioned well. Yet he still finds the call onto 2, gets rid of the Lion, which means no Finger of Death, no extra disables there. Also is able to drop the Phoenix down very, very low. Jerax with yet another Axe play that got his team quite a bit, and that's so hard to get off. But now he's going to get dove by B-Boy. Blade Mail is up, returning quite a bit of damage. Finger Death even being returned. Jerax still alive for a little bit longer. We'll get the call out, a little bit extra armor with the spike. Does magic damage. Bolt from the high ground, though, is going to kill up the Spirit Breaker. Now chasing forward for the Lion. Do they have a Mystic Flare? They don't. They don't have Vision either. They'll make it an even 1-for-1, but Axe getting blindsided by a Lion and Spirit Breaker combo.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. But it just went a little bit too deep, the Axe, I think. Definitely didn't need to go that far, but at least this time around didn't have a massive streak on his head, so it's not that bad for them. And if you look at the net worth now, Sniper slowly recovering. Definitely still doesn't hold the candle to the Troll Warlord, but has surpassed everybody else on Ice, which is definitely a nice sign for now. And Justin just trying to go for the Aghanim Scepter. Gonna be pretty damn slow on the Queen of Pain. Of course, I can't say that an Orchid, a slow one, would have been better than the Aghanims per se, but even then it's gonna be really hard for just them to accomplish anything with only the Troll being farmed.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not even like Troll is the only one farmed. It's the fact that everyone MVP is also farmed. So it's like a 1v4 at that stage. The Queen of Pain, I think they're like Justin as a player. Wait, oh, they're going to get jumped. Jerax, though, messes up his call, gets stunned up by the Lion. Now taking quite a bit of damage. Needs to get that Blade Mail up. Thunder God Draft is going to drop. B-Boy dropping very low. Assassinate will kill him off. Heen, though, awkwardly on the high ground without any of his allies. Going to throw a Mystic Flare wide. Going to do absolutely nothing, but here comes Forev. Omni Slash onto Justin will kill off the Queen of Pain. He'll get stunned up on Supernova. That was the worst spike I've ever seen, but Forev gets to live. And now Jarek's going to reinitiate, gets the call off onto Angsli. Going for JJT, though, dropping pretty low. Needs the dunk, gets a spin to kill off the Axe. Or kill off the Troll, rather, as JJT does jump out of there. Assassinate, not enough mana for the Sniper, so they can't kill off that Phoenix, but it's still a 2-for-3 in favor of MVP, and that's just not a fight that Ice can afford to be losing. They need this Troll Warlord to be kept alive, and it's going to be so much harder now that his BKB is down 1 charge.
And such awkward fights anyway from both sides, kind of. It was just kind of Mage going a little bit too deep there, completely whiffing the Mystic Flare as well. But in the end, they come in, just Juggernaut comes in with the Omni Slash, kills the Queen of Pain immediately. Like you said, Earth Spike, one of the worst ones we've seen. I think he was expecting Juggernaut to run, which Juggernaut definitely would have done, but in the backlines, B-Boy comes in with the charge, JJT comes in, Sonic Wave lands onto an MP. He's probably going to burn down in the Fire Spirits, or is he? Nope. Last Fire Spirit somehow did not connect. B-Boy slowed down now, silence up onto chest as well, Mystic Flare, and the Assassinate is gonna be enough to get the Queen of Pain. B-Boy now will get Heen in return, I believe. They even used the Finger of Death. Extreme overkill, and thanks to the Finger of Death being used for a Sky of Mage, Sniper just easily escapes.
Another great trade for MVP. Man, this is like the third or fourth consecutive good trade. This time, Jarex, one of the most farmed heroes at MVP at this stage, wasn't even there. It was just Ice falling for this sniper trap. Like, at this point, sniper is becoming more and more of a threat, so you can't just completely ignore him. Yasha drums and working on that S and Y most likely, so he's doing some damage now, but they went real deep for it. Sonic Wave, as nice as it is to land, it's level 2 ultimate, and that's about it for the Queen of Pain. I think that for Justin, just as a player, he's just been characteristically falling behind as far as his farm is concerned. The Sonic Waves has been pretty good. Like, his Queen of Pain play has not been terrible. It's just that he doesn't have the farm to back it up.
It's really sad if such a thing happens. I mean, Queen of Pain, she's been really trying her best as well. Huh, already has 9 assists over this patch's average, man. This sniper kill participation is big. Or rather,
because the axe has been stealing all his kills.
yeah, that's for, I mean, 20 assists is massive, to be honest, for a carry to have.
He has more than Sunbi, which is not supposed to be a thing. Like, the Zeus is supposed to have the most, right? Because, like, static field should count as assists.
Yeah, that's true enough. So, Zeus, well, he's just the lane he started in wasn't favorable for that because lots of action went down in the mid lane. So there was like always the sniper. Well, he died himself as well, but he got the assist just because shrapnel covers such a huge area anyway. But we do have a couple of item pickups that may help Ice now. For example, Clement on the Lion does get himself a Blink Dagger. So he gets it a little bit later, but in support standard wise, it's not that late. Angsby though. No, never mind, just a shrapnel.
For a Lion, it's not that bad. It's better late than never. At least he gets the item at all. If he gets the initiation off on someone like Forev, who also has a Blink Dagger, this Juggernaut going for very high mobility builds, a lot of movement speed, a lot of ways to jump around. But if he gets to jump onto him, if he gets Zeus or the Sniper, then that could be an instantly won fight from Ice. Because if you get the single Hex off, the burst damage is certainly going to be there. And they're going to maybe test that theory right now on the Sniper down towards bottom. Heen is here for backup. That's not enough backup. No, they're going to wrap around. If they find Forev, that's probably the best kill that they could possibly find right now, but also the hardest. You have to work through an Omni Slash, you have to work through Manta Style, Blink Dagger, and like Mac They're going to jump in. Omni Slash though, onto Clay, split between him and Angsui though. Forev is going to grab 1 kill. Now the Blink in for Jarek's going to call 2 with Zeus on the sidelines. Will bring down the Phoenix and the Lion Spirit Breaker all dead. Now they're going to go for Angsui. Assassination should be lethal, and it will be. They'll take down another. Queen of Pain blinking up to the high ground is spotted by Sunbi. But can they actually get a read on her? She'll blink down to the south. Jerax has a blink call in 5 seconds. I don't know if Justin's going to get away. He needs a TP. He needs to blink into the trees and TP. Oh, Jerax blinks into the trees. That means no interrupt there. But 1 for 4, that's still pretty darn good.
Yeah, not too shabby at all. And it was Ice trying to go for the initiation, or rather, they got the initiation, but only killing a Skyriff Mage just wasn't nearly good enough. Man, suddenly Jerax up to 2.9k gold as well, which means Shiva's card, AC, anything he wants isn't that far off. He's gonna go and aggressively creep skip as well, because he just doesn't care about tower hits, as we can see at the moment. Just easy Berserker Skull onto the creep wave, tank up, get extra armor using the Berserker Skull of course, and that's gonna be the tier 2 going down.
Eventually, once these creeps get here, but yeah, this tier 2 tower is in fact going to be dropped. MP doing his best versus backdoor protection. His best is not good enough. We have a charge in, actually. B-Boy not even going to cancel that. Who's he charging? It's going to be MP, but oh man, he's actually very lucky that MVP weren't in a better position to punish that Spirit Breaker, because he could have very easily died there. Speaking of very easily died, Justin, he's farming in the mid lane, but Jerax is there, shut that one down. MVP, they're pushing down bottom and mid, just prepping for a Roshan right now. B-Boy is once again on the charge, but once again has to cancel it. MVP, they're just not letting the Spirit Breaker get anything. He has the least net worth in this game, and with 11 deaths, it's easy to see why, but the Spirit Breaker is not going to achieve any sort of semi-carry status, as these support Spirit Breakers often do.
Yeah, Spirit Breaker is a hero as a support that kind of needs to make things happen early on, get the farm by just getting kills or assists. For him though, well, he has 8 assists, but it's not nearly good enough. He's just not tanky enough as well to really serve as like a frontline tank or somebody to just create the chaos. Of course, Ice not doing that great as a team in general definitely isn't helping out the Spirit Breaker either, but it's kind of a closed circle. Nobody's really doing great, I mean, apart from the Troll Warlord at least, but as we have seen, only one hero being farmed so far for Ice really hasn't worked out. There was only that one fight at the Roshan that really worked out for them, but that's really been the only one.
And it's easy to see why, because they have a Phoenix and a Queen of Pain, both heroes absolutely crushing in a Rosh pit. Not to mention the fact that Troll Warlord can solo Roshan and take no damage in the process. That also kind of helps. If a smoke up for MVP, they're going to potentially run into B-Boy, who is sitting in that like shadow area near the Rosh pit. But blink forward, call, blind, not going to connect into Justin. jerax still wants in, but maybe he shouldn't. Blink forward for an Omnislash onto Angsui, doing a lot of damage, but it won't quite be lethal. The Phoenix, though, will lose the egg. Sonic Wave flies through, doing next to nothing as they focus down onto jerax with the Finger of Death. That's not the hero you want to be focusing down. Angsui is going to get cover from a 3-man Impale, but with a Bolt, he'll die. Now Justin also might die to Battle Hunger. Oh, it's going to be close. Yes, he will go down. That's a 4-for-1 again, and Clay is on the run. He got vision, and he's going to lose his head. Boom, headshot. It's an unstoppable streak for the sniper, making an ultimate 5-for-1 in favor of MVP. You don't focus the axe, man. You just don't do it with Finger of Death.
Yeah, it was just a weird decision for sure. At least Troll Warlord, he just went for Juggernaut, popped the Battle Trance, had his PKB activated, and really just gone for the Juggernaut. Managed to get the kill, but it was really the others just unable to pump out their damage. Sonic Wave, was it used? I would think so, right?
It was okay. I think it hit like 2 guys.
So it was like semi-decent-ish. It probably hit the Juggernaut and the Axe, I would think, because they game at such an angle. But even a Maelstrom is going to be picked up now, but... Oh.
It's time to put him down. It's not too late, though. I mean...
Well, at least there's a winning percentage. It's not like it's 0.
Yeah, not yet. Like, Ice, they still have this power of the Phoenix Egg. So far, JJT has gotten, like, a couple of egg explosions off, but having to jump in and use the egg to try to brick wall the enemy team so your Troll Warlord can escape is the worst way to use it. It's the way that you kind of have to. Otherwise, you just sacrifice your Troll Warlord, then you have to retreat in its entirety. But yeah, the Phoenix Egg, the Sonic Wave, the Blink Finger of Death, all these things that Ice have to get picks to get back into the game, it's possible, but that's like 5 consecutive fights that they've lost, and not just by a narrow margin either. It's been like a 1-for-3 at worst for MVP. And now they're going to blow a smoke with an Invis rune. And Ice, they have no detection. Thunder God's Wrath is going to be used. Sunbee is actually going to bolt out as MP gets jumped. Sonic Wave through only on the sniper. They will get that kill. But the rest of MVP, they're coming in from the back. Forev has his Omni Slash. They'll pop the egg, but it won't last for very long. They're all going to focus down. Angsui going to try to man fight versus 3. I don't know if that's going to work either. He has lifesteal, doing quite a good job. But jerax the Blade Mail returning quite a bit of that damage. Spike through onto 2 is not going to do enough either as Forev chases down for the line. 4 staff forward, 1 more hit, not quite going to do it. This Battle Hunger should once again be lethal, and it will be. jerax gets himself a killing spree. That's a 2-for-4 in favor of MVP. These fights are just getting out of control. I'm pretty sure if you just look at the experience and gold graphs, it pretty much tells the entire story of all these fights, with MVP getting more and more and more advantage as this game progresses.
Yeah, with how far ahead they were, it was Ice only getting 2 kills, whereas MVP got 4 kills. But the amount of gold and XP that was gained is almost identical, although it was just double the kills. But of course, it doesn't really matter all that much, since Ice, it's not like they're getting objectives afterward, which MVP are. They get the Aegis down onto the Juggernaut. They get the Heart of Tarrasque onto jerax as well. As if they didn't have issues beforehand killing this axe. Suddenly, 2.9k health to work through. Vanguard to just block attack damage, as well as the Blade Mail, of course, to give you just extra armor and reflect quite a bit of that damage as well.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how much I like this Heart of Tarrasque on axe. Again, you should not be the one to take focus, so you shouldn't have to build these kind of items 30 minutes in the game. Any sort of aura probably would have helped MVP a lot more, especially just auras that keep the Zeus axe and Zeus, Juggernaut, and Sniper alive. But man, he has 3,000 HP. They were struggling to kill off jerax from the beginning. How the hell are they going to do it now? They can't afford to like focus him down as a team, or else Axe will probably just do more damage to Ice than Ice will do to the Axe. So jerax is just an unmovable guy that they have to move. And they don't have any Yule Scepters or anything like that, so they can't just ignore him. So how do they deal with jerax now? And then once they deal with jerax, how do they deal with everyone else on MVP who has just as much farm, if not more?
Yeah, it's just Forever now, just finishing up the Avskadi, also getting a total of 2.3k health. Even that's not easy to go through. They do have the same amount of armor, yes. Axe of course has plus 10, Juggernaut just has 18. B-Boy though, charging into an illusion of a Juggernaut, oh wow. At least it didn't blow a Sonic Wave or something.
I'm pretty sure they knew that that was an illusion, but here comes the real one, and this one is invisible. Blink forward, Omni Slash will jump to B-Boy, and then back to JJT, but will bring down one, bring the other down to half HP. Forev still has that Aegis, and he'll be just fine as they bring down Justin with the ultimate from the Zeus. JJT gets up to the high ground, but here comes Jarex and Sunbi. They'll bolt down the Lion. It's a double kill for Sunbi. And Troll, he's up on top. Phoenix has got to regenerate in base, but that Juggernaut manning up 1v4, not a problem.
He just knew his team is going to be fast enough to help, or at least with him being able to delay things out with the Aegis and everything. That was like a solid, at least a 10-second window where MVP had time to react with the other heroes as well to get close by, maybe even more than 10 seconds. And in the end, worked out wonders for them, having a healing ward now as well. He probably won't even lose the Aegis as oh, Blink Berserker's called, JJT. That was just fast.
Yeah, he didn't really have much time to do anything there, not even enough time to spam that magic stick button. Jarek's also looking for more initiations. B-Boy's going to come in, but that's not a good place to be because he's going to get killed off in an instant. Justin also silenced, worked down by Forev, is also going to lose life. Now Angsui, all alone, is going to try to man fight versus all the cores of MVP, and not surprisingly, that's not going to work well either. Clay is going to teleport into a random building, and he's going to die. That's GG called, and MVP, they're going to stay in the runnings for Division 1.
Yeah, they still have quite a long way to go because this was only the first round of the loser bracket, but even then, must be feeling good not to just fall out as ice. They did fight until the bitter end, but just fight after fight, it kept on going worse and worse for them. Didn't matter what kind of an initiation they got, they just didn't have enough with only one hero being farmed.
Man, this is the Juggernaut series. Juggernaut can't lose.
Well,
second best. No points for second best.
No points. Second best is first loser.
Yep.
Man, Sniper, you're the first loser. MP, please learn to assist more. But guys, this was it for this best of 3 series. We will have one more coming up in only about 40 minutes. I do believe Mike and MRP should be casting that one. But it is going to be for Europe, the playoffs for that one. Vega Squadron versus Fiskestanga. Definitely should be a great game coming up. So in about 40 minutes, we probably will keep the stream running. Of course, it will have a small picnic as we swap streamers to somebody. But guys, until then, thank you so much for tuning in, being here with us through the entirety of this best of 3. Hopefully you enjoyed the games as well as the casting. And if you did, check out HeflaTV's Facebook and Twitter, which is HeflaTV for both. If you want to get more updates from us, and for the casters, at Couchor for me, at Mikelorus for my co-caster, and Petty was our stats man as well. So shout out to him also. But with this, just a few songs to probably have a stream swap and more songs to continue until the next series starts.